What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Trader Shop. My name is Jay Seals, and today we are doing a trader report card where pretty much I'm breaking down my trades, and I already gave myself a grade. You can see it on the thumbnail, and it wasn't good. Today was not a good day. Not a good grade. I did take some really good trades. I just didn't manage them well. The only way we can get better is by going back, reviewing, and learning from our mistakes, and then coming back tomorrow in the market and trying to do a little bit better. I'm over here on TradeZilla. This is where I journal all my trades, track everything, and then go over and review them. So you can see that on this account, I'm up about $237. This is only my second, well, really my first full week trade in the funded account. Today was a break-even day. So I took 4 trades, didn't win, didn't lose, left the market the same way that I entered the market, right? This is a good reflection point. I know what I did wrong, and we're gonna talk about it. You can see I took 4 trades on the day, 175, 200 loser, 250 winner, and then 225 loser, which ended up netting me $0 in profit. All right, and then with the commissions, I'm a little negative, but nah, who cares about that, right? On my first trade that I took, I entered at 4304.50, right? And so the way I want to structure this is tell you my reason why I entered, and then I'll go over, kind of what happened. I entered because in the morning we had a demand zone down here that we bounced off from and we rallied, and at open we had really strong buying, and then once we kind of consolidated for a little bit, I viewed that as being strength, and I thought that the market was going to push up higher, so I went ahead and I got in long. What kind of ended up biting me was my profit target and the JOLTS report. My stop loss was at 4,350, and then my profit target was 4325.25. I was risking 200, which is my regular risk, to make $1,000, and that was a 5-to-1 risk reward. Well, what I actually got was a 0.88 risk reward, which is really bad, right? Not even a 1-to-1. The JOLTS report ended up knocking me out. I didn't even get 4 points. I got like 3.5 points, so not great. And I think I had it set for 4 points, but I think because of the volatility of the JOLTS report, it ended up knocking me out it ended up filling me for worse than what I wanted to, even though I had a limit order there. But I think it filled me a little bit lower. That kind of sucks. I was trying to secure 4. I didn't exactly get the 4. And then, yeah, that JOLTS report just kind of knocked me out. Hindsight being 2020, I should have taken it up here once I saw this strength, or this weakness rather, and the struggle up here. But greed got me. Like, my target was $1,000, and I was trying to hit a home run instead of taking the base hit. One thing I like about TradeZilla is it tells you you're running P&L, and at one point I was up $575, and I didn't take it, right? And somewhere in this $500, I should have taken profit. I didn't take profit, and honestly, just greed got me. And this is gonna be the reoccurring theme of this video, is how the greed got me. This is the first trade on the day. Took 175. This grade, I mean, I give the grade itself probably like a B. It was a good trade. It was a good trade idea. I just managed the exit very, very poorly, especially knowing that we had news. I honestly forgot we had the news, and then once I realized that we had the news, I was kind of like, this is either go big or go home, and hopefully the news is gonna help me, and it didn't help me out at all. It did not go well. So that was that trade. Let's look at the next trade. So the next trade on the day, lost $200 in this trade. This was actually a really good trade setup. We had sold, this is after the entire sell-off that we had. I saw this bottom form down here, and we got a nice little rally, and so I was assuming that this was the higher low that got put in, and I wanted to have the market rally up off this higher low. You can see it worked out a little bit later on. It got my stop, right? My stop was at let's see, 42.57.75, and it took me out. But the trade idea was there. It was a good trade idea, just didn't end up working out for me. So that one is what it is. Nothing I can do about that one. But I came back. I didn't let that one get me down, and I entered again. I entered on another trade. My next trade that I entered in on was at 42.60.75. So I entered in on that trade. Stop loss was 52.56.75. Again, risking the same 200. I always risk 4 points on every single trade, and this one went right. This one did a amazing job. But again, my trade management, it got to me again. I was trying to hold until 4277, and lo and behold, we ended up making our way to 4277. But I didn't hold it. I got scared based off of what happened on 2 trades ago, and we got up. I was up, let's see, I got up to 475 total. I was up to 475, and again, I didn't take profit. I don't know if I want to call it greed. I don't know if I want to call it, I mean, yeah, call it is what it is. It was greed. I was being greedy. I was trying to hit another home run. You know, my target, I would have been up $812 on the day, which would have kind of made up for everything else that I had going on. And I just didn't hold to my profit target. And lo and behold, it would have worked out. So then the last trade, I took a short. This was the trade that kind of set me a little bit into a spiral. And I had to stop trading after this trade. The trade idea was invalid. First off, for me, we were in an area where we previously rejected. So if you come over here, you can see we had this previous rejection area. And so I was looking to short the market once we got back up here. And so we pushed, we got rejected, and then we pushed again. I was looking for this to be the higher low, but it ended up being a higher high, or a higher lower high, but it ended up being a higher high. And knowing this, I should not have been in this trade. But my emotions were a little bit elevated at the moment just from missing out on this already move right here. And I was really trying to short the market. And so I got into the short at 426.850. Stop loss was at 427.250. Again, risking the $200. And my profit target was back at the lows at 4.255. So this was more of my 3-to-1 risk reward that I was looking for. I was up $200 on the day, so I figured if I can get another 600, I'm up 800, I'll be good. However, didn't quite work out, and this candle came up aggressively, stopped me out, and again, I got filled at a bad fill and lost a little bit more money than I wanted to. So I ended up losing 225. It was just an extra 2 ticks. I ended up having a realized R multiple of a negative 1.12. So it ended up knocking me out of being just a little bit green on the day, because I would have at least had something. Overall, like, the trading day was not good as far as managing my trades. Moving forward, my plan is to stick to a 3-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I'm going to be risking 200 to make 600. Once I'm at 12 points, I'm just going to cut it. I'm going to cut it, and I'm going to be okay with cutting it because I only have one contract. It's hard enough to manage one contract as it is. So I'm going to do what got me here. When I was trading in the combine, I was literally hitting profit target and moving on. I can take more than one trade. I can look for more setups, but at least if I hit that first 3-to-1 trade, I'm up $600. And if I trade again, I'm only risking $200 more to be wrong. And I'm still up $400 on the day. And then maybe I just call it quits after that. Or maybe I look for another trade. And if it works out, fine. If not, I'm up $200 and I'm done on the day. But the one major thing that I learned, well, 2 major things that I learned today was, 1, 2 losses is my limit, regardless of if they're intermingled with wins. It doesn't matter. After 2 losses, I'm done, right? Emotionally, it's easier just to walk away than to have your emotions elevated and then end up doing something stupid because you're losing, right? It's not so much about the money losses for me. It's just that, like we said on stream, I can be a sore loser sometimes, and losing 2 trades, it's when I have to walk away. It's just personal for me. Doesn't make me a bad trader, but it's just something that I understand about myself. Being open and transparent about it. Gotta walk away after 2 trades. 2 trade losses. The second thing is, I gotta go for that 3-to-1 risk reward and just take the 3-to-1. When I look back on it, people aren't making $600 in 20, 30, 40 minutes in the day, right? Like, that is crazy ROI for your time. So why am I trying to hit these home runs when I can compound base hits? So I need to be taking these base hits, need to be stacking them up. So that way, if I have a day where I take 2 losses, or if I go on a losing streak of maybe 4 losses, it's not going to hurt, because technically I've made $1,200 and I'm only giving back, you know, 800 or whatever. And I'm still up on the week, month, whatever. Right. So those are just things that I need to clean up, but hopefully this trading report helped you. If you liked it, please subscribe to the channel. We trade live every single day, me and my co-host T-Hobbs, every day starting at 9 a.m. Eastern time until sometimes market close. Sometimes we're there all day. So check us out. But if you like this video, then make sure you subscribe, because these are coming at you daily after I'm done trading. And yeah, that's it for this one. Peace.